Movie review, More Than Closure, showing on Omoni Aboli TV on YouTube, starring Ekama Etim Inyang, Ray Adeka, Edith Kiru, Obi Madugbuna, Tracy George. This movie revolves around a character named Patience, a devoted wife, a hard-working woman, someone who loves deeply, and who stays calm even in the midst of her storms. She's married to Chex, a man terrified of anything tied to poverty. Sorry, I missed introducing her husband properly. His name is Chex, a man ready to take on the full responsibility of being a husband and soon, a will-be father, a man whose life took an unexpected turn. Talking about Chex makes me realize that if you chase life too hard because of the stones it throws at you without carefully planning and seeking wise counsel, you might lose it all. Trying to eradicate poverty from your lineage by taking illegal shortcuts will only lead you to the great beyond. If only Chex had listened to his wife or confided in her, he wouldn't have ended up absent from the land of the living now. Let's talk about this kind Samaritan Mrs. Peace. I was looking forward to seeing her on screen, especially after how her daughter celebrated her Nollywood comeback through Omoni Aboli on TikTok. And she delivered perfectly. Mrs. Peace is the kind of stranger who becomes a destiny helper, a rare gem who steps in when life is ready to throw you under the bus. She shielded Patience, offering comforting words and practical help, and urged her to face her fears. The next character who truly got on my nerves was Bukola. Gosh, such an annoying person. How she even got a chance to move into that flat is why I always pray nobody experiences poverty. She's a bully who GHTS her fellow women over a man who didn't even love her. It's frustrating to see someone let a man define her worth, especially one who's already gone. Like Patience said, Bukola needs serious help and self-discovery because she has no idea who she truly is or what her purpose might be. Then there's a man who came intending to confess but ended up falling in love with a widow. Life, right? I honestly don't know if I could go somewhere to execute a mission and fail at it. But that's exactly a story. I get that some people can't live with a guilty conscience. I'm one of those people too. But as humans, we often forget that God works in mysterious ways. I believe God made us feel that guilt so deeply because He wanted him to find Patience and Adora and help them. He wanted the young widow to heal, rebuild her life, and rediscover herself. God is incredibly intentional with His children, and to be fair, F truly showed how sorry He was and how heavily guilt weighed on Him. He stepped up to help where He could. And I loved that. However, I didn't feel much chemistry between the two actors. Honestly speaking, I loved Ruth, and I adored seeing baby Adora. That baby is beyond cute. I couldn't stop staring. She fits so perfectly into the role, almost as if she were Patience's real child. Shout out to baby Adora, Ekama shone in her motherhood role. She did such a fantastic job and brought so much depth to Patience's character. But I have a few lingering questions. 1. Mrs. Peace said the new flatmate would come by first to check if she and Patience would connect before moving in. How come that never happened? The next thing we saw was Bukola arriving with her box, too. And how can life be so ironic as to make you share a living space with your worst enemy. My goodness, all in all, More Than Closure was an interesting watch, beautifully acted and full of heartfelt moments, even though I'd have preferred more suspense. Rating will be 7/10.